We say things we don't mean because it's funny. We say things are inappropriate because it's funny. And it is 100% done with fun. And the problem is today, people like to take things and pretend you're saying something, but that's not what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a funny comedian in Canada. He's an American dude who moved to Vancouver. He's Dino Archie. He used to say off-the-record talk.
Right. It's shit talk. We're not saying things that we mean. We're saying things that are fun to say. But what I was going to get to before we did is that the thing that Jamie told me about MSN. Well, Tulsi Gabbard was the first person to tell me about it. So I was talking about how great Tulsi Gabbard is. About if you really wanted a great Democratic candidate that was a woman of color, congresswoman for 8 years, served overseas in a medical unit twice. That's where she got that gray streak in her hair. She's like an exemplary human being.
She likes my Kill Tony bits on Instagram. So.
And they tried to say that I was talking about Kamala Harris. So they edited it out of context.
Dude, I've seen your edited videos with ads because...
Yeah, there's a lot of AI ads that aren't really me.
Because Estonia is in Eastern Europe and the Russian bot system in that country...
It's crazy, right?
Bro, it's crazy. I've seen fake podcasts where there's a guy on your podcast which never has happened.
Right.
And the guy has a Shure SM7B. Not this mic stand, let's be honest. It's some shittier version. And the backdrop is similar, but you can tell it's not that podcast.
Right. But you can do amazing things now with AI. You could do it with video editing for sure. Like you could just have a guy splice in him being in this chair, me being in that chair. And if you did it right and you spent your time on it, you could make it very convincing. And that's just the beginning, man. There's a podcast with me and Steve Jobs. I never met Steve Jobs. There's I think it's 40 minutes long. How long is the podcast with me and Steve Jobs? But it's a completely AI-generated podcast. It's just audio. But from what I've heard, you can kind of tell. But it's getting close. It's getting to the point where you're not going to be able to tell.